Them type of days, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even waiting. I'm not waiting for the 30 minutes. I'm just go ahead, go now. It make the most sense to just go ahead and just start it now. Yeah. Gobbledygook. Gook. I don't care. I don't care if nobody show up to this. The whole purpose is for me to just do live streams. I said I was gonna stream more often, and this is probably the most I've done streams ever since really saying, you know what? I'm gonna be more consistent with this little live stream. This is probably the most I've streamed on a consistent basis. Quite proud of myself. So I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite proud of myself. So I ain't gonna bore y'all too much, but I am gonna look at something real quick because I want to see like how consistent have I been like over like this weekish period. This is a good timeline. This is a good timeline of events. This is a good timeline of events. Not even gonna sit here and lie, because usually it'd be like months between each other, and that's bad. That's bad. But like ever since the start of the new year, at least, been a little bit consistent. Been a little bit. They kind of 1 or 2 days separate of each other, you know? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But cool with that. How y'all doing? Oh, whoa, darkness. I'm a camera. That's not good. I'm a camera. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Oh, there we go. There go me. There go me. So look, I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna conversate with y'all like that. I'm just go straight into it. I've been going a wee bit viral. Just a wee bit viral on the old Twitter platform, because how dare I notice a pattern that I'm ashamed of myself I didn't notice at any other point. So just want to say something. Just to start this conversation in earnest. Here's what I've understood over the past 2 years. Comedy is subjective. You may not find something funny, but other people will find it funny. There are groups who like making jokes about others, but they always cry for some reason when somebody makes a joke about them. If you don't like it, you don't have to continuously look at it. But for some reason, this trips up every group. And I mean every group. From the blacks to the whites to the boys to the girls to the men's to the able-bodied to the crippled to the transgenders. But for some reason, it's lost on everybody that is all something to get a rise out of you. And if you react, congratulations, you fell for the bit. So when Dave Chappelle did his comedy thing again and made all the trans people who can't take a joke upset, what did everybody say? Y'all sensitive. Y'all don't know how to take a joke. If you can take a dick, you can take a joke. You know what I'm saying? All that. Okay, cool. Coincidentally, in that same time frame, Lil Nas X decided, I'm gonna pop up and do my whole shtick of making a bunch of people mad so that I could promote a song. And it worked. He got people mad. He made fun of the Christians. He was mocking Christianity. And guess what? Some people found it funny. Some people found it annoying. I thought to myself when I was noticing that, and I said, if you mad about this guy, Lil Nas X, mocking Christians, but cheer Dave Chappelle mocking trans people, you're a hypocrite. If you praise the redhead for using the word of God as a shield to spread hate upon others, which the Bible says not to do, congratulations. You going to hell with me. I didn't say that part, but you going to hell with me. And the reason I'm saying that is because the redhead saw this and saw a bunch of other stuff. It was like, I'm not going to conform to any of this ideology. I'm not going to conform, which is fine. You don't have to. I'm not telling you to get on your knees and accept whatever you don't want to accept. she threw in the slur, and then she did like some response video saying, oh, all the wokies are mad at me because I'm saying I will not conform. No, they're mad at you because you said the slur. And she tried to play the false equivalency of comparing the word bitch to the word that rhymes with maggot. Didn't really fly there. There are words not really accepted for people to say. You could throw out all the different type of excuses you want, justifications. My understanding is, don't say them. Just out of common decency. You can disagree with people's lifestyles and all this extra shit that they do. You ain't got to call them a slur. You can just say, I'm not agreeing with you. And that's all you got to do. And what's crazy is the amount of hoops a bunch of people want to jump through for somebody who you already are aware of is mocking you. And as I've said in the past, just like the transgenders, these Christians are eligible to be mocked. I know, very turnabout with the fair play here, but holier than thou, a lot of these new Christians are not. They're just narcissists who needed to latch onto something because nobody else cared about them. So they started reading the Bible and something clicked in their mind where they say, I have all the knowledge possible, so now I can just talk however I want. Not really how that works. Also, as much as many people want to try to not mention this part, Pastor Dave seemingly always has his finger up a boy's ass in the youth choir. That used to be a joke, but then people realized that that's something that happens a fuck ton that shouldn't be. And for anybody who sees this later and you try to tell me, well, the trans do it more, I didn't know we were having a pissing contest to see who violates children more, because in my mind, neither option is worthy of saying, hey, at least we don't do it as much as these people. That's not a victory. That's the raising of the eyebrow. And I don't see how y'all look at this and don't just go away with saying, oh, he's trying to be funny, mocking people. It wasn't funny to me. Like, you can complain, but guess what? It's funny. I looked at this and I found it humorous because this is my type of humor. Mockery. I enjoy it. I liked it. You ain't see me going around crying about it. But when I made this tweet, a lot of motherfuckers tried. One motherfucker in particular told me to go watch the Dave Chappelle special and like the ending speech where he's talking about his trans friend that killed himself or herself, whatever. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know if you think that's supposed to make me not say Christians can be mocked. But hearing a speech that I already look at and say, you know, that was a pretty good speech, is not going to do anything. It's just going to prove my point that everybody is eligible to be mocked. No matter what. And guess what? Lil Nas X is not the only entity that is of Hollywood stature that makes fun of Christianity. I could pull up the American Dad scene where they read through the Bible and they say, hey, there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this motherfucker. The reason I'm not going to do that is because I don't feel like dealing with copyright right now. I'm too tired to deal with copyright right now. Then you got Buddy Boy, good old Buddy Boy Kai Cenat, the beacon of, I guess, perfection. Now look, here's what I'm going to say. Nobody, matter of fact, look at me. Nobody is perfect. Every single one of us here is a fucked up human being. Whether we know it or somebody else can get our attention to let us know it. None of us are pure. None of us are clean. And I will never sit here and act as if I'm better than the next person. Nope, can't do it. But when people talk with their chest as if this person is more of a problem, and you are somebody who has contributed to issues as well, that's kind of the pot calling the kettle black. And look, because I see somebody in the chat say, didn't he start a riot? No, he did not start a riot. I'm not even going to sit here and say that all of that is his fault. Because he was trying to plan some event. He didn't go through the right channels, and these dipshits went and did their own shit. And when I say these dipshits, I'm talking about his fans. And as much as y'all want to do the you must control your audience thing, that is one guy with like a group of people he knows and his security trying to manage up to maybe 1,000 people. He can't do it. He can't do it. Somebody else. Didn't he have a kid rapping about murder? That kid was rapping about that before he ever went around Kai Cenat. Was it stupid of him to bring that kid around there and also rap about that same shit? Yep. But I'm not going to sit here because I see other people bringing up how, didn't your friend rape somebody? It was like, well, first of all, that ain't got nothing to do with him. Kai Cenat did not do that. And whatever the circumstances of that was, seemingly we all forgot it until it was convenient. But I hear this man talk and be so upset at Lil Nas X. And I was just thinking, bro, you was the same dude going around doing like a week-long stream making jail seem like it was fun. So like, while you can criticize, your shit stink too. Your shit stink, my shit stink, everybody's shit stink. Nobody got Febreze coming out their ass.
Fuck that! Yo, Lil Nas X, you could eat my whole dick. I hate that nigga, bro. Nah, that shit just popped up in my head, bro. That nigga, bro, nah, word of my mother, bro. God gonna handle you in the right way. I
don't know Kai Cenat guessing. No, he's not a rapper. He's a streamer. Somewhat like me, but he's better at it than I am.
I didn't even talk about that yet, bro. But look, God gonna handle you, bro. And you're, bro.
What he did?
No, bro.
What he did?
No, bro.
You know what's crazy? God gonna handle a lot of us. Like, God gonna handle a lot of us. And that's true. And I know a lot of people like to think they good and they pure and they do all this. A lot of y'all not. I'm gonna be the first one. I'm not. I'm probably seeing the fiery pits of hell. But guess what? Maybe with a little bit of changing around, maybe I can see heaven. I just checked out the Lil Nas X music video. It was all right. Bro, the song was shit. Like, I didn't like it. And guess what? That's subjective. Because I could go anywhere, I could watch any review, and there's going to be somebody that like it. There's going to be somebody that love it. There's going to be somebody that say it's one of his best songs. Me? I thought it was one of his worst. Flow was off. I didn't like the beat. It was terrible to me. But guess what? That's just me. Here's my issue. Here's my thing. Everybody, this is the same thing everybody was telling the trans community, but they seemingly forgot that they are also a part of that too. Everything is fair game. And y'all want to sit here and throw all these, oh, but he's a comedian, he's a rapper. I'm sorry. I have to have the job of comedian to make a joke about another group of people? No. You know how many jokes I've made about tacos, burritos, and orange chicken? I'm not a comedian. I don't have the stature to get on stage and do stand-up for about an hour and 30. I still make jokes. Motherfuckers go to work and make jokes about their coworkers. You motherfuckers was just doing Thanksgiving and Christmas making jokes about your family members. Motherfuckers on TikTok making jokes. Overall, you ain't gotta be this damn serious. Because if somebody make a joke and you throw a little laugh out there, it's fine. Throw your little laugh. It's great. If you get offended, okay, you offended. But you gonna sit here and think I am gonna sit here and just agree? No. Because guess what? Comedy's subjective. And if you one of these people that's like, ha ha, trans community, you got made fun of, you can't take a joke. And then you can't take a joke when it's your little tribe being made fun of, then you a hypocrite to me. That's all that really is. And you could try to explain that shit away with the Bible because some people did, talking about some, the Bible says we should not adhere to this and we can judge. What does that have to do with you being made fun of? You reading the Bible and thinking now you the judge, jury, and executioner of somebody, they ain't got nothing to do with me making a joke about how you watch Pastor Dave feed you wine and also watch him fuck a child. It's hypocrisy, man, in its blatant form. Oh yeah, it's like I'm about to start doing a thing where I just tweet and I just let y'all argue amongst yourselves. And I did it with the school shooting and posting that Jon Stewart clip because I didn't fucking say anything other than y'all can't decide on which one of these matters the most. So here's a clip of somebody talking about gun control. That was it. And motherfuckers lost their minds. Motherfuckers was talking about trans people being the ones behind the last 5 school shootings or mass shootings. These motherfuckers was coming up with anything. And I was just cooling. I was really just cooling. Because that's all I could do. Also, I think Peachy's Amish. I mean, don't Christians hide behind their religion just like how the LGBT community try to hide behind their sect? Yes. 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 Because here's the thing about tribalism, especially with delusional motherfuckers. Delusional motherfuckers are gonna hide behind anything that will make them feel safe and defend it to the death. You can't criticize these shits. You fucking criticize a group of Christians getting caught in a sting operation with a bunch of child porn. Oh, well, they're not really followers of God. How can you sit here and try to chastise them? Because people knew about it. And they just let it happen. Whole group of people. And now that they got caught, now it's, no, they're not followers of God, so we don't have to worry about it. What? You bringing children around people, that's a problem. Excuse me? Really? Psychologically, do you think what you just said make any fucking sense? Talk about one of these motherfuckers who do some shit and defend somebody just because they trans or they gay, and all these motherfuckers come out the woodwork defending a criminal. That make them look stupid. Well, you have to understand that marginalized and disenfranchised, blah, blah, blah. That shit's stupid. I part of me wish, just like upon a star, that maybe some of y'all might one day understand a lot of the shit make a lot of people the same. And this being an election year don't make it no different. Fuck it being an election year. This shit happens all the time. This shit happens a little bit too much for my own liking. And I'll just say this now for my own sanity. Don't come in this motherfucker telling me no sexual shit. I don't want to fucking hear that. I never want to fucking hear that. In any capacity, in any standpoint. I don't find that shit funny at all. Why did I just hear like the Joe Biden alert on my fucking computer? Did somebody just follow me on Kick? Actually, yes, they did. You know, I said I hit 400 followers, and then I guess like 3 people decided to unfollow, and now I'm at 399. Which, not mad at. I don't put any stock into Kick anymore because they once again are in the view botting controversy. So it's like, whenever y'all really get that shit fixed, we can actually fucking do something on Kick. But until then, fuck, I can't operate. I do need to fucking stream on Twitch, and I might do that tomorrow. That might be what I do tomorrow. I'm bewildered it got to this point. Well, why? Why be bewildered by it? Why be bewildered by it? You don't have to be. You don't have to be bewildered by it. Twitch needs the Leon rub. I just kind of want to go stupid on Twitch and just stream games. That's really all I want to do. Now, I saw this like a week ago, and I didn't say a word about it. I didn't say a word about it because I didn't know what to say about it, because I look at it and it's like, oh, apparently, apparently we just got a random list of words we're not allowed to say in a specific teacher's classroom. And I looked at a few of them and I was like, sure, I'm standing on business with you just a little bit. Bruh, standing on business. Ooh-wee, ski-yee, you ate that up. That's cap. What's up, gang? Bet. Oh my God, Miss T. On God, on my mama, on my dead mom, dad, aunt, cousin, any family, friend, associate. Riz, what's up, G Wade? In the cut with my twin. Just vibe. Gat on bro, on hood. I don't know why hood would be censored. I also don't know why dead is censored. Gang, nigga, understandable. On me, on the set, freak you mean, or fuck you mean, period. What the hell is Munyon? You know what? I don't even know, and I feel like that might be directed towards my Asian brothers and sisters. Big dog, motion and or big motion, just vibe twin. What's up, twin? Nye, and it's giving. I have a drastic question right now. Some of these are not that bad. And there was a few people trying to say like, oh, this is somehow discriminatory. Here's how I'm looking at this. Maybe whatever teacher put this up wants to have their students speaking in a correct manner, in more of a proper manner. And maybe this teacher is trying to get them to learn how to speak properly. Because you can talk to me about Ebonics. If somebody come up to me and be like, it's giving, I automatically don't want to hold conversation with you. But like, bet? What's wrong with saying bet? That's basically saying, okay, freak you mean, what, you would rather they say fuck you mean? I would rather they say freak you mean, man. I got to think about this, because like, which one, like, what's up, G Wade? So like, some of these is like TikTok phrases. So like, I can understand why everybody would want these banned, because speaking TikTok is like, can't do it. But I don't get how bruh is bad. I don't get how standing on business is bad. I get the ski-yee, because it's like, ski, you ate that up. What's wrong with saying you ate that up? That's cap. What's up, gang? Oh my God, Miss T. Like, I could kind of slide with some of these, like nigga on hood, gat, what's up, G Wade? But like, that's cap. I don't want to know what Munyon means. I really don't. I don't want to know what Munyon means. But like, I can also see the other side of this, where people are like, oh, you're limiting how these maybe kids or teenagers interact with one another. And that's bad. And it's like, sure, but you gotta understand, teachers got rules for how they want shit to operate in their classroom. We all know that. We all been to school before. We know every teacher ain't got the same level of rules and criteria. Some of them don't care. Some of them care a lot. Now, I can tell you, the reason why I'm not really shocked by this list is because if I was in high school with the English teachers I had, motherfucker, I would have had the same shit. I would have had to follow the same shit. That's really all it is. Watch it be a black teacher that made this list. Who cares? It's a teacher who wants to rule in their classroom. The race of this shit don't matter. It is weird how some of these kind of just like common language. I don't want anybody saying it's giving to me at all. Like, I'm just saying, like, if I was a teacher, I'd ban that. But like, nigga, gang, on hood, like, no, don't say that shit nowhere in a classroom. I just came in. What is this paper? It's a list of words that you're not allowed to say in one teacher's classroom, which honestly, I'm cool with. That shit don't hurt nor affect me. I'm not reading that. Y'all got it. I ain't reading it. I ain't reading it. Hold on, I'm texting. Hold on, I'm almost done. Riveting commentary. I know. I do a good job. I know. I'm not reading that Artist Hunty. I'm looking at y'all shit, but I'm not reading any of it. But yeah, I've had this dumb crap in elementary school. Right. This not even weird to me. This is the common slang of the newer generation of children. And I bet you anything. This is an English teacher. I'm willing to bet anything that it's an English teacher. One of you motherfuckers just like, watch it be a black teacher. No, watch it be an English teacher. Only English teachers do shit like this. Only English teachers do shit like this. I'm telling you, it's only English teachers that will ever do something like this. And that's a fact. Y'all remember a couple months ago when y'all heard about some news story come out about somebody being in a restaurant and somebody tried to steal and then another person saw it and then they shot that person? Well, in case anybody wanted any form of an update on that, the guy who shot is not being charged whatsoever. They're not charging this man whatsoever in any capacity. And to that I say, huge round of applause, because it's not needed. That man was defending somebody. That man saved the day. Now, a bunch of people came out afterwards and they was like, well, it wasn't even a real gun, so you shouldn't have even done that. Guess what, fools? Hindsight is 2020, and you talking after the fact is wonderful. You thinking about this after the fact is fantastic. But in the moment, people think they got a gun to their face and they're being robbed. So what do you expect people who have the ability to help are going to do? They're going to help. And you know what irked me just a little bit? Is that even with your hindsight, even with all these things you could possibly say to defend somebody walking up to other people with a fake gun talking about something, give me your stuff, I'm robbing you. Somebody always gonna be out here trying to defend it. If you murder somebody over you getting robbed, even at gunpoint, you are genuinely fucking sick in your head. I don't care. Now look, I, in the past, have stated, no matter how you look at it, everybody don't think the same. I do, however, have a problem with so many people giving their stance on criminal activity, knowing it doesn't happen to them. And, might I say, can I come rob you? Because if you just gonna let me do it, and you're not gonna give me any form of repercussion, then I believe, as the hunters call it, it's open season for your ass. The bastard got what he deserved. It's his own consequence. Hate to break it to you. And no amount of your white savior activity is going to help him. Ain't nobody being charged. And honestly, I'm happy nobody's being charged with anything. It's great. It's all great. Are these takes coming from people who never got threatened or been in an instance where they have been robbed? Yes. Yes. Being robbed is a scary thing. Being robbed is quite scary and concerning. What is gay? Like when you think of gay activity, like what do you think of? Maybe a man loving on another man, right? Maybe some anal play between two men. All right, cool. What about buying your wife a Valentine's Day gift a month early?
But of course, 97% of us are buying the Valentine's Day gift on the way home from work on February 14th. But buying a Valentine's Day gift for your wife a month early is the gayest thing you could do.
You want to hear that again?
But buying a Valentine's Day gift for your wife a month early is the gayest thing you could do.
Just imagine buying her birthday gift a month early. Imagine planning a vacation with her months in advance.
Don't do that, because if it's January 3rd and you tell your wife, I got you Valentine's Day gift already, she's going to say, so you're gay. Well, that kind of ruins Valentine's Day, doesn't it?
No, not really. Not really. Fellas, is it gay to love your wife? No, is it gay to buy your wife a gift a month early? Fuck it. If this, see, this is what I mean when I say words don't mean anything anymore. Words don't mean a fucking thing anymore. They really don't. They truly don't. And that's all it is. Dude, I'm sorry this happened to you. Isn't it? Just like, isn't it? Oh, and Natanya, appreciate you being a member for 2 months. I heartily appreciate it. So look, I watched this, and the whole time I was just waiting for the worst part of it. But honestly, the whole time I'm agreeing with dude. I'm agreeing with guy in the beanie, because I'ma just let it play.
Was I wrong for how I moved at this girl's birthday dinner? So I get invited via my homegirl to go to this girl's dinner. I don't know her like that. I think I met her once through my homegirl a while ago. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go because you're inviting me. So I go, I get the girl a little gift or whatever. When I pull up, the first thing I realize is, first of all, everybody's on time. And second of all, a lot of people showed up for this girl's birthday dinner. It was over 12 people.
So look, this is like a rule of thumb for me. If you invite me to a fucking birthday dinner, and it's and I'm a guest, I'm only paying for me. Now, if I bring somebody with me, I'm paying for that motherfucker. I'm paying for that motherfucker that I bring with me. But if I roll up by myself, I'm paying for me.
Probably over 15. I've never seen this many people at a birthday dinner at a restaurant in my life. As the night's going, you know, people are buying their drinks.
If this the one when some girls left the man there because he won't pay for them, but only this girl and the B-Day girl, no.
And things like that. But what I started noticing is...
You're somewhat in the ballpark.
People's orders. You know, I'm a very observant person, so I started noticing people's orders. And they was ordering 2 and 3 appetizers, 3 and 4 drinks, the best, biggest T-bone steaks with the gold on it, and this, and truffle fries, and this, and this.
See, this place already sound like out of my price range, so I wouldn't even go.
Everybody was doing their thing. So something, I don't know what it was, at a certain point of the night, after, you know, people was, you know, finishing up their plates and ordering their last drinks and stuff like that, I had to go to the bathroom, but something hit me on my way to the bathroom, like, you know, just stop and pay for your meal. Just stop by the bar, pay for your meal, tip out, do that. That's what I did. So
exactly. That's what anybody should do. If you go to a restaurant with a group of people, and you reach a point where you done, just pay for your shit. And just wait.
By the time I go to the bathroom, pay for my bill, tip out and stuff like that, the waiter is coming around to the table wanting to know how we're going to do the bill, because the bill can only get split 2 ways. And he made that very clear. The bill can only get split 2 ways. So the girl looks down at the other end of the table where...
Truffle fries out your price range? Yep.
We're sitting, and she says...
I'm a Chick-fil-A waffle guy. Waffle fry kind of guy.
Oh, well, 2 of the guests, they can put it on their card and everybody can cash app them. And they can deal with the bill because I'm not worried about that. I'm the birthday girl. I heard it, but everybody around at the table act like they didn't. And I was completely not worried because, again, my bill is paid for, tipped and everything. I'm just kind of waiting on my homegirl. So after time has gone past, nobody's putting up the card. Nobody even touched the check, right? So finally, a dude that was there, he opened it being funny, and it was over $3,500. That's how much the bill was. It was over $3,500. When he said that, I just busted out laughing. I don't know why I find it to be so funny. I think it's because I knew it was about to be a shit show. So the person comes back around and notices that nobody's touching the bill, and it's like, hey, what are we doing about the bill? So she looks down towards.
Can I be like Hassan and just leave this playing while I go off into the distance? No.
Art end again, which I don't know why she kept looking down towards art end. So finally she's like, all right, well, who's gonna put down on the bill? So I don't say nothing. My homegirl, she don't say nothing. And then so finally another girl in the group was like, well, my homegirl, well, can we put it on your card and, you know, everybody just pay you back? My homegirl, she say no. Like, no, I'm not really comfortable with that. Da, da, da. So things are starting to get heated now. There's a back and forth going between the restaurant, who's going to be paying, things like that. A lot of people are getting frustrated. Things are getting heated. So what do? I say, I'm going to excuse myself. Because first of all, I'm not about to.
As one should. Because if you show up by yourself, you ain't even ride with your homie, and you pay your bill, you can leave. You don't have to stay for none of this.
Be sitting in a food restaurant public setting and embarrass myself because y'all don't have y'all shit together, right? I don't do that. I don't play that. My shit is already taken care of. My bill is taken care of, tipped out, tipped beautifully. My bill came up to $100, and I'll never forget, it was $115 without tip, right? So I was like, I'm gonna excuse myself. Get up, leave. Call the Uber and all. My homegirl, because this is her friend, so she's staying trying to, you know, figure things out and stuff like that, arguing things like that with people. I'm not doing that. So I excuse myself and I leave because y'all need to figure this out. As I'm getting up to leave, well, what are you doing? Well, how are you leaving? You need to help pay for this bill, things like that. The waiter, before I can even say that, the waiter's like, his bill's already taken care of.
I guarantee you the only reason why the waiter did that is because he got a tip. If that motherfucker ain't get a tip, he'd be like, yo, where you going? All that extra shit.
He took, you know, he paid his bill.
These waiters be scummy.
And tipped out almost 45 minutes ago. Everybody's shocked, looking like, I'm hitting the door by now. I'm gone. I'm out. I get by the time I get home, about an hour, I would say later, I get a long text message from my homegirl. I think that it was real rude what you did at my homegirl's birthday dinner. I don't know where that type of etiquette came from. Da, 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 da. I texted her back a simple IDC.
And he shouldn't care. Because I'm be honest with you, my humble opinion, I do the same thing. The only thing I do different is that as soon as I pay my shit, I'm out the door. Ain't no going back and sit down. I would be out of here. I would pay. Let me tell y'all something. I am somebody who, the minute he gets bored at a function or a gathering, I'm out the door. I don't need to stay. I don't need to mingle. I don't do all that. Soon as shit get to a point where I'm like, bored, time to go. And I've been called an asshole for it. I've been called rude. I've been called disrespectful. But guess what? I grew up reading books about dams. I never looked at myself and said I was going to give one. It just wasn't go. The cards wasn't go play out like that. I told y'all how on New Year's Eve, I was supposed to be at a birthday party. I was already drunk and high. It wasn't gonna be no fucking moving. It wasn't gonna be no type of fucking moving for me. Plus, I ain't know them people. The only people I knew there was my cousin and his girlfriend. The rest of them, they strangers to me. That's a bad, to me, that's bad scenario. That's bad luck. That's bad luck to me. Cause if shit hit the fan, I'm gonna have to duck and weave and move. I gotta duck, weave, and move after that. It be like that. It surely fucking do be like that. I ain't know you did weed, my guy. Edibles. Don't I look like somebody that smoke weed? Kamal live right now. So like, why would you tell me that? I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that. Motherfuckers will really fucking be like, yo, you know this other person's live right now? What you want me to do? Stop what I'm doing? Would you like for me to stop what I'm doing? You seem like the guy to vape. No, I'm a man, not a bitch. I'm a man, not a bitch. Bitches vape. Like pure bitches vape. And that ain't even up for any form of layer of a discussion. You know? W Lil Nas, you're right. Significant W to Lil Nas. Because guess what? Even though I already said this shit, I say it again. It's a fucking joke. If you can't take it, that's your problem. That's your issue. That's your popping circumstance. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This next thing might be single-handedly the dumbest shit I done ever heard from a police officer. Canadian police say sharing package thief videos might violate their privacy.
You cannot post the images yourself because you have to remember that in Canada we have a presumption of innocence, and posting that picture could be a violation of private life.
Instead, he
I can't do it because the chair has a crack in it and I can't throw the fucking chair. But I do want to highlight to everybody what I just heard, and I want to make sure I heard it correctly. You have people who are being robbed from their front porch, and they say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm getting a Ring camera and I'm paying the little subscription fee so that I can record these heathens and we could spread it out to the world so that maybe I could find my package. And you are more concerned on the privacy of the thief doing criminal activity. That is horse shit.
Remember that in Canada we have a presumption of innocence, and posting that picture could be a violation of private life.
Instead, he says if anything is stolen, call 911.
And do what? Wait for them to show up or not? And then let's say, okay. Let's tweak this just a little bit. Okay, don't post it on like the little Ring app where everybody gets to see and hear about news and all that. Okay. You see somebody taking your package. You call the police, you tell them your address, and they show up. And they go look at the camera footage. Are they then going to go find this person and arrest them? I would hope so. The problem is these motherfuckers will put on all this shit to hide their face and hide every detail so that they don't get caught. And now somebody's out of their package because you just sitting there twiddling your fucking fingers. Congratulations. You helped nobody.
If you get some proof that somebody might have stolen something, then call the police, give the...
What do you mean? What do you mean? If you get, man, you know what? Let me hear it again. Maybe I'm being unfair and me yelling kind of misconstrued this point.
If you get some proof that somebody might have stolen something, then call the police, give the proof to the police, and then we'll do the investigation. We'll bring that person to justice.
So you want me. You want no, completely rewind. You tell people who have a problem with theft in their neighborhood that they cannot broadcast the criminal activity of theft happening on their property because there's the presumption of innocence. Then you say, if you just so coincidentally happen to have proof someone stole your shit, aka a Ring camera, wait for us to show up in about 10-30 minutes, and then we'll look at it and we'll think to ourselves, maybe, and then we'll do the investigation. Huh? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That don't operate right. That don't operate right. It reeks of Beetlejuice. And how Beetlejuice would dismiss motherfuckers and them trying to do something so that they don't get their shit stolen. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how we do this, man. I guess he's saying the video shouldn't just be uploaded to social media where people can see the footage out of context. What's the fucking context for somebody stealing your shit? I'm sorry. Do I need the plot, the synopsis, the climax? I don't need context. A motherfucker you don't know. Matter of fact, a motherfucker, imagine this is a Ring camera. A motherfucker you don't know is doing this. Tell me what fucking context you need, dipshit. Tell me. Cause that don't make no motherfucking sense. That just don't make no motherfucking sense. Goofy ass run. Fuck you. Matter of fact, fuck you and everything you care about. Apparently Peachy's in my chat. Peachy, I told everybody you're Amish. Because you are. You sound out of breath. That's because I exert myself. I don't do this pathetic ass jogging like the rest of you. How are you out of breath from that run? Am I? I'm still being able to speak quite fluently. Sound like y'all just hating on a real nigga. That's all that is. Also, I was running errands in my pajamas. Oh, your pajamas. I was about to, what the fuck is a jama? I was gonna kick you in your back. Oi. Somebody said spell check. Did I spell? I might have. Did I spell? What the fuck has been wrong with me lately? I've been spelling words wrong. You know? And every time it takes me a really fucking long time to see that I made that error. And that's impossible. Leon's confusion dance, if that's what it looked like. Was slightly confused, just a wee bit. I farted. Great information. Maybe you're depressed. You live a sad life. You can hold that middle finger, though. Lil Leon X. I'm completely in agreement with Lil Nas X making fun of Christians. I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all niggas not above being criticized. Y'all niggas not above being made fun of. I don't know who y'all think y'all are. But y'all just as easy to make fun of as a transgender. Just that simple. Just that easy. FNAF playthroughs win? Probably never. Depending on how I feel. You know? What was sent to me? Why did I get sent any of what I'm looking at right now on my phone? Why? Why am I being sent this? I don't even think this is necessarily for me. Like, what the fuck? No one is above criticism? Well, shit. You listen to these fucking Christians, they act as if they the only ones on earth that can be saved. And that's not true. But yeah, like I said, Peachy's Amish. I figured it out last night. That motherfucker is Amish. Her entire existence screams someone of Amish descent. Figured it out. I truly figured it the fuck out. Could be worse. You could be a Scientologist. Yeah, that technically is worse. All right. I ain't even gonna build too much hype for this one. This woman has an organization that charges white people $6,000 so a black person can yell at them that they're racist and white supremacist.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
Would you? It's an honest question one tends to always want to ask.
So this is a friendly reminder to white women who are working with someone on their anti-racism and healing journey. Right?
Okay.
So I know that one of the things that happens with you guys is you go to this place where you might need to schedule an additional session.
Okay.
Or you might be really struggling with something, and then you have this thought of, oh, I don't want to bother them.
You know, that's an honest thing, because sometimes you feel as though you are someone who's a little bit annoying and you don't want to ruin any form of personal or business relationship with somebody by being overly annoying. And it's a good thing to ask yourself, am I being annoying? Because right now I don't really want to bother this person or this business with my annoying attitude and behavior.
Right. And I'll figure it out on my own. That is that supremacy thing coming up.
Of course it is, because being considerate of other people's time is somehow that supremacy coming up, bubbling in your boobs.
You believing that even though you have these things ingrained in the foundation of who you are, that you will somehow, in your superiority, be able to crawl through the fog and the chaos and all of that stuff to get to clarity without assistance from a black person. Oh, I don't need the black person to help me with this.
You really don't. You will never need it. White people, listen to me. I know you all love me because I'm your favorite black and you often jerk off to my chocolate skin, but you don't need me to help you not be a piece of shit to other people. You can just look at the world and say, I don't want to participate in that, and I will openly criticize it anytime I see it. And if I just so happen to be someone who had coitus to make children, I am going to teach my children to be just like me, not a piece of shit who does things to bother people who don't want to be bothered. Just that easy, and it took about 20 seconds, and you didn't have to blow $6,000.
I, as a white woman, am fully capable of dismantling this white supremacy within myself.
You are.
Stop. No, you need the help. That is why you're working with this person. Does that mean you might need to schedule additional sessions? Yeah.
No.
But keep in mind, when we talk about how it is not black women's responsibility to do these things for you and provide these services for free for you, recognize what we're saying is for free. We're expressing that we will do these things, but you will pay us for our labor. We're not...
Pay you for what? Because in other companies who have this same little scheme just like you, the entire premise is to just say, hey, your existence, white man or woman, is somehow offensive to me, the poor, disenfranchised, disabled African-American male in the year 2024.
Providing the labor for free anymore. That's what we're saying. If you are a paying customer, you are a paying client, and you need to schedule an additional session, baby, schedule the additional session.
Sounds like you just need that money. And you notice that right there, $6,000 for the legacy of equality. And you know, I thought to myself, and I said, self, this can't be the only price. What else we got here on this beautiful website, Returning to Truth, about us, enlightening personal development and holistic healing? Are you ready to embark on a transformative journey towards personal growth, healing, and building a thriving community? Welcome to Returning to Truth LLC, your trusted destination for anti-racism, holistic healing, and personal development. We are a spiritual mentorship and wellness business within international blah, 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 not giving this website any more credence than it has to. So you look at it, and this is a website based upon healing and teaching you how to not be a racist piece of shit. And all you got to do is pay $45, $6,000, $5,000, $210, starting random engagements that seemingly are for free, $3,000 to heal and coach, and $350 for a scan. Children, we could sit here and we could read through all of these, and you could probably look at this and you could say unto yourself, self, I entrust my bigotry to be defeated by these beautiful, bodacious, courageous, strong, independent African-American women, the most disrespected group in American history. But listen to the male in the room that apparently also has white supremacy, according to dumbass bitches like this. You are a human being just like me, and you exist in the world, and you have all these experiences, you have all these circumstances, you have all these moments in your life where something happened to you and it shaped the core foundation of everything you hold dear. You don't need to blow your bank account listening to people bitch at you about how evil and white you truly are. It is unnecessary. And I know we're only a few weeks out of Black History Month, and you're going to be seeing more and more and more of this stupid shit from people who want to help you, but all they really want is your fucking money. And you should be smart enough to realize they are not going to use your money in a productive manner. They are going to use your money to dick around and belittle you based on not the content of your character, but because of the color of your skin. But if you are somebody who is so delusional that you will still throw money at any Black person who thinks you could be healed based on their succulent touch, give me the money. I'll use it. I won't tell you what I'll use it for, but you'll be contributing to the poor, disenfranchised African-American man who really needs it, because every white person, even the crackhead that's up the street from me, has more privilege than I do. Mwah! You have to be stroking my penis very aggressively to get me to believe in some stupid shit like this. Black History Month is going to be great. Black History Month is going to be fucking great. I hope y'all ready. You know what? Where's my $6,000? Last night, I recorded a video essentially getting y'all ready for Black History Month. And all the stupid shit y'all going to see. I'm getting y'all prepared. I don't care about Black History Month unless I get free food. It's kind of how veterans feel on Veterans Day sometimes. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them. Just a few. Not all of them, just a few. It's also Black History Month in an election year. Yeah, it's going to be great. What's the problem? I don't see the issue. I see it as a fun time. I see it as a fun, great, fantastical moment for all of us to enjoy. Can you show a preview of what? No. I don't even know what you want me to show you a preview of, and the answer is no. Am I drunk? Why can't I? Can I do it? I don't think I can. The chaos this year would be wonderful. Yeah, sure. Biden is just your classic pervy man. So is Trump. So is every other fucking president. But ladies and gentlemen, I have unfortunate news for you. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. This is a very short stream, but I did want to, do this. And I want to procrastinate as much time as possible so that I technically hit the hour mark. And it looks as if I did. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I shall see y'all the next time I stream for more stupidity. Bye-bye.